Good afternoon, students. So today our topic is metal spinning. So spinning means shaping a metal blank as it moves at a high speed in a lathe. So let us go into our topic. Okay, right. So this is the basic idea about the spinning. All of you just have a look on it. So the metal spinning is a cold forming process in which the blank metal appears to flow somewhat like a piece of clay on a potter's wheel, right? So spinning means shaping a metal blank as it resolves at a high speed in a lathe. It is one of the oldest methods of producing a wide range of goods which have an axis of rotation. For small batch production, spinning because of the simplicity of the equipment needed and the ease with which a chuck can be prepared, often gives lower overall production cost than any other alternative methods. And the process leads to this is the main thing you have to observe here. Identify the key points, key components here. So all of you just look on it: tailstock, headstock, spindle, mandrel, sheet metal, clamp, and roller tool. So the process lends itself to the production of goods direct from a flat blank. It is also a very useful adjunct to the press and drop stamp. In the latter direction, it is used to finish articles that could not readily be handled by any other means. Hence, the spinning lathe is often used along with the press or drop, stamp or trim, bead, burnish or stroke over. So, neck down or spin a rising, cupping or a shell to be desired size and shape. In practice, metal spinning may be roughly grouped under two categories. So we can define this in this way. Here we basically have a metal disc or cylinder rotated at a high speed on CNC lathe or on hand, and by using specially designed tools, we get axially symmetric products. Example, so you can observe here. So where do we use this means to manufacture low cost, rapid prototypes in metals and bell-shaped curves are ideal for spinning it as metals can deform smoothly around them, right? So easy to create concentric ribs to strengthen parts. Almost all metal in sheet form can be spun, especially used to when the product requires mirror sheet, right? So this is the everyday examples we can observe in our daily lives about the spinning. So this is the Coca-Cola bottle you can observe here. It always wondered how these commonly seen objects are made. Now finally I got these things. So you can observe here. So this is the Coca-Cola tin. You can observe this is made by using spinning. So this is the actual process working in our manufacturing department, right? So this is about the history of the spinning. One of the oldest techniques of chipless production of circular hollow metal components, and it is introduced in 1840 and was first used almost exclusively for the product of fine gold, silver, and pewter hollow ware and chalices. So that means this is the chalice you can observe here. So this is the chalice, right? Only soft non-ferrous metals were employed in industrial applications as late as the First World War. Around 1920, the industry began to experiment with tougher materials, heavy gauges, and larger diameters also, right? So this is about the classification of metal spinning techniques. So in our metal spinning, one is conventional spinning, second one is power spinning, and third one is tube spinning. So in our conventional means nothing but manual hand spinning, right? So practiced by pressing a tool against a circular metal platform, and in this manual spinning, practiced by pressing a tool against a circular metal platform, involves no significant thinning of work metal, essentially a shaping process used for prototype manufacture or in production runs less than 1,000 pieces. Coming to the power spinning, metal is deformed using high shear forces, use of automated CNC machines, significant thinning of metal preforms, suitable for high production runs. So coming to the tube spinning, thickness of cylindrical parts reduced by spinning them on cylindrical mandrel rollers. So this is about the spinning, metal spinning, and the classification and the metal spinning classification technique. So this is the process of spinning. So here you can observe this is one lathe tailstock and headstock. So here is no video; it is not processed. So I will share one more time about this video. So here the workpiece is rotating in this direction. So here you can observe the workpiece is rotating in this direction. So the workpiece is fixed at one end, and the other end is supported to this one. And the other end which is supported has been given the shape to this rotating workpiece. So this is about the main technique happened in our spinning. So coming to this is the process of spinning. A disc of metal is revolved. Already చెప్పుకున్నాం కదా, same అంతేనమ్మా. So a disc of metal is revolved at control speeds on a machine similar in design to a machine lathe. And so this is one diagram, and this is another diagram. Instead of clamping chuck common on a machine lathe, a wood or metal mandrel is used, right? And this is the process of metal spinning. The external shape of the mandrel corresponds to the internal contour of the part to be produced. So this is the actual required part, and this is the supporting one. So it gives the shape to that particular sheet what we have been taken here. So the blank is clamped between spinning mandrel and a follower on the tailstock spindle. The mandrel, blanks, and follower are then set in rotation at controlled speed. So this is here spinning tools. Spinning tools or spinning rollers are posed against the rotating blank. So in our hand spinning, in generally with hand spinning, the blank, here you can observe the blank is revolves at high speed and is subjected by a steel tool to pressure exerted by the operator, who has the tool handle tucked under his right arm. So the tool is levered off a tree rest and is prevented from slipping by means of a peg. The leverage obtained is adjusted to suit the class of work being handled. So skill in the use of these tools, and experience in handling the varying classes of material is essential. If the metal is worked only in one place, it becomes work hardened, and the result may be cracking, buckling, or even tearing of the metal. The art in metal spinning lies in working the tool over the whole surface and coaxing the metal on towards the desired cross section. As the work proceeds, the surface becomes work hardened. It is necessary to resort to interstage annealing. So this is about the hand spinning. So this is the step-by-step process what we are following in our metal spinning. So first step is metal forming. So second one is trimming, and the third one is finishing. What is happening in our metal forming? So what is happening in our first step? In this first step, the step involves the laying down of the material onto the mandrel. It is accomplished with short inside to outside moves, and the metal gets easier to form as the part is closer to completion. So ఇక్కడ మీకు observe చేయండి నాన్న. So second thing is trimming. So this is the trimming process. So second one, this is the second one, and this is the first one. So trimming, parts have been spun or trimmed at the end to blunt sharp edges and also to bring the component to the desired length. And coming to the finishing, third process, finishing is done at a very high RPM. That means the speed. That is almost the maximum speed of this spun tool is 1200 RPM. So that a minimum of force need to be applied and very smooth strokes can be used. The flat side of duckbill spinning tool is used for straight surfaces and rounded side for curves and radii. So coming to the mechanics of spinning, the most common application of metal spinning is for conical shape. Before knowing about the mechanics of the spinning, we must know about the machine spinning also. So the machine spinning is very similar to manual spinning, but is always used in conjunction with the press to perform some operation that cannot be readily done on the latter type of machine. So rarely in machine spinning used to dot blanks straight down. This method of operating is also different. In place of the T-rest and hand spinning tool, a compound slide is used in conjunction with a roller mounted in a fork. So by constantly adjusting the positions of the slides, the roller is made to give the desired contour. For machine spinning, chucks are made from either cast iron or steel suitably hardened. The rollers are best made from a good alloy steel and that will take a hard surface. For some jobs, a rocking slide is also fitted to the machine and used along with the compound rest. This permits such operations as trimming. Already we have been discussed here. Trimming and beading to be done at the same setting as say spinning or varnishing. And here one more thing here you have to observe. So the spinning is having either hand spinning, machine spinning, and hot spinning also. So what about the hot spinning? Hot spinning of metals is also same as the hand spinning, but here the hot spinning of metals is used commercially to dish or form thick circular plates to some shape over a resolving form block. So a hot spinning machine is a combination of a vertical press and a large vertical spinning lathe which rotates about a vertical axis. So the power activated rollers do the forming as the part is rotated. So the metals up to 150 mm thickness. All of you just keep a note on this thing. So the spinning which is happening of the metals up to a thickness of 150 mm is routinely known as hot spun into dished pressure vessels and tank shape. Hot spinning is also used to shape thinner plates of hard to form metals like titanium also. So hard metal, very hardest material is titanium. So here you have to know about the advantages. Some of the advantages in our spinning process, some complex parts of reentrant shapes such as kettles can be produced economically. And coming to the second advantage, the equipment cost is very low. And the third advantage is low tool cost. That means the form block may be of plaster, wood, or metal. Already we have been shared here. So this is the form block. So this is the form block. So this form block cost is very low. That is the tool. So actually this is the sheet. So sheet మనకి ఇలాగా ఒక డైమండ్ షేప్ లో ఇలాగ ఒక స్క్వేర్ షేప్ లో తీసుకుని ఉంటే సో ఈ ఫామ్ టూల్ వెళ్ళి దీని మీద ఏం చేస్తున్నామా దాని యొక్క షేప్ అనేది ఇంపింగ్ చేస్తాం. Okay. So right. So the external shape of the mandrel corresponds to the internal contour of the part to be produced. The blank is clamped between spinning mandrel and a follower on the tailstock spindle. So some people. So the blank is clamped between spinning mandrel and the follower on the tailstock spindle. The mandrel blank and follower are then set in rotation at the control speed. So here some limitations is also here. So finished parts are not always uniform. Closed tolerance cannot be maintained by using the spinning, and the spinning method depends to a large extent on the operator's skill. So these are the two disadvantages or drawbacks or limitations, whatever we are calling it as. So coming to the applications, product applications of spinning are funnels and large processing kettles, rocket motor cases, and reflectors, kitchenware, bells on musical instruments, etc. So we can compare this spinning with the drawing also. Spinning is comparable to drawing for making cylindrical shaped parts because of the spinning tool, simple tools used in spinning. It is economical for smaller lots, but the time required for making a cup is more in spinning, and also more skill is required in this process. Thus, it is not suitable for large scale production. So complicated shapes and reentrant shapes are not feasible by drawing, but can be made by spinning using the sectional and collapsible form blocks. So when large parts are much more easily made in spinning than by drawing. When sheet thickness is more, for example, in making the dished ends of pressure vessels, cold spinning is not sufficient. Then the blank is heated to the forging temperature, and so the process is called hot spinning. Also in hot spinning, the tools are mechanically manipulated because of the highly magnitudes of the forces required. So let us move for the mechanics of the spinning. So these are all the steps. So coming to the mechanics of the metal spinning. So the most common application of metal spinning is for conical shapes. We already know about these things, in which the metal is volumetrically displaced in the axial direction. So metal deformation during spinning occurs in accordance with the sine law. So sine law. So here the sine law is applicable for the spinning process. The sine law relates the wall thickness of the starting blank T1 and the wall thickness of the finished product T2. So here you can observe the sine law. So where alpha is the semi-apex angle of the cone, the thickness of the component in axial direction is the same as the thickness of the starting blank. Thickness of the starting blank. When spinning metal cones of smaller apex angles, it is generally convenient to use multiple spinning passes with different cone angles for each pass. And deviations from the sine law that can occur are usually expressed in terms of over reduction or under reduction. In over reduction, final thickness of the workpiece is lesser than that indicated by sine law, while in under reduction, the thickness is greater. So this is the single pass and multi-pass spinning process operation. So in our first diagram, we can observe this is the single pass and this is the multiple pass spinning. So here in our single pass, let us single pass spinning explanation. So the mandrel diameter is 7.5 inches, that is 188 mm. So మనకందరికి millimeters లో తెలుసు కాబట్టి సో వర్క్ పీస్ అనేది ఎప్పుడు కూడా ఒక షీట్ ఫామ్ లో ఉంటుందమ్మా. దానికి మనము ఒక మ్యాండ్రిల్ అనేది అటాచ్ చేస్తాము. మ్యాండ్రిల్ కి ఏదైతే షేప్ ఉంటుందో దాని మీద అది ఇంపింజ్ చేస్తుంది. సో ద మ్యాండ్రిల్ డయామీటర్, మాక్సిమం డయామీటర్ సింగిల్ పాస్ వచ్చేపాటికి, సింగిల్ పాస్ స్పిన్నింగ్ లోకి వచ్చేపాటికి ద మ్యాండ్రిల్ డయామీటర్ ఇస్ 188 mm. సో ద థిక్నెస్ ఆఫ్ ద ప్రిఫార్మ్ ఈజ్, దట్ మీన్స్ మనం ఏదైతే వర్క్ షీట్ తీసుకుంటామో దాని యొక్క థిక్నెస్ వచ్చేపాటికి 0.5 inches. సో ద ఇంక్లూడెడ్ సెమీ ఎపెక్స్ యాంగిల్ ఆఫ్ ద కోన్ ఈజ్ 30 degrees. Wall thickness of a finished component is 0.25 inches. So, right? So multi-pass spinning. So here the semi-apex angle of the cone. So that means this is the angle. Here you can observe this is the angle. The semi-apex angle. Here this is the angle. This is 30 degrees. This is 15 degrees. అంటే ఇంకా తగ్గుతుంది యాంగిల్ అనేది, ఇంకా తగ్గిపోతుంది. మల్టీ పాస్ వచ్చేపటికి యాంగిల్ అనేది ఇంకా తగ్గిపోతుంది నాన్న. సో ద సెమీ ఎపెక్స్ యాంగిల్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ కోన్ ఈజ్ less than 15 degrees. చాలా తక్కువ ఉంటుంది, రైట్? అండ్ the thickness of the finished component is reduced successively in accordance with the sign law to 0.125 inches. So original blank diameter is retained at the big end of the cone. At the big end of the cone. So here this is the mandrel. You can observe here. So step wooden mandrel. Here you can observe. So this is the mild steel mandrel. You can observe. నేను ఏదైతే టిక్ మార్క్ పెట్టానో అది మ్యాండ్రల్. ఆ వర్క్ పీస్ ఏదైతే తీసుకున్నారో మీరు షీట్ ఫామ్ లో, దాని మీద ఆ మ్యాండ్రల్ అనేది ప్రెషర్ అనేది క్రియేట్ చేసి మీకు ఆ మ్యాండ్రల్ కి ఏదైతే షేప్ ఉందో అది తీసుకురావడాన్ని మనము స్పిన్నింగ్ అని చెప్పుకుంటున్నాం. సో లెట్ us know about the technical terms also, right? More complicated the form of the component, the greater the need for care in machining the mandrel, and can be machined from a variety of materials, wood being the cheapest. So mandrel can also be made of mild steel or aluminum. When close tolerances are required, it is important to design the mandrel with at least a 1 degree draft angle so that the part can be removed from the mandrel after spinning, right? So this is about the tools. Variety of tool profiles can be implemented for spinning the material into different shapes. Tools are provided with long handles to provide ample leverage to work the material down the mandrel. Tools can be up to 3 feet long with a 1-inch diameter steel rod forged into the preferred tool tip. You can observe here, these are all the duck bill. So you can observe this is the duck bill. This is the sheep's one, and this is the roller ended tool. So these are the applications, right? So spinning shops make use of tools with rollers under mounted on the long handle. The primary tools are sheep's nose used for most of the forming, and duck's bill used for finishing operations, right? So these are all the lubricants we are used in our spinning process. Lubricants are very essential in all metal spinning operations, regardless of the preform shape or composition or the type of metal spinning tools that are being used. Facilitates easy removal of the part from the mandrel and also help improve surface finish or of finished component. Parts are lubricated both before and during the spinning operation. Commonly used lubricants include wax, tallows, soaps, and grease. So these are all the different lubricants we can use in our spinning process. So in selection of the most suitable lubricant, the ease of the removal of the same after the forming process has to be considered. So this is the cup of grease, you can observe. So this is the tallows. So these are all different types of lubricants. So machines for spinning. So what are the machines for spinning? So machines for spinning are specified by the diameter and length of the largest component that can be spun. So they are also specified by the maximum load that can be applied to the work. The capacity of the spinning machines ranges from 0.455 meters in diameter and 0.380 meters in length to 6 meters in diameter and 6 meters in length. Metal spinning machines can be both vertical or horizontal. Machines used for spinning large diameters such as 1.8 meters or more are usually vertical. Mostly lathe-based machine tools are both conventional and CNC based are employed for spinning operation. Most modern machines used for spinning are at least semi-automated. That is, they are loaded and unloaded by the operator. By the entire spinning cycle is controlled automatically. And this is about the schematic diagram for a vertically arrangement employed for spinning under a large diameter cones. So this is the spinning process machines. So this is the first one. You can observe horizontal lathe and mandrel arrangement for spinning a large diameter cone. So this is the USA metal spinning process. So this is a photograph of 4 diameter cone and disc shaped components produced by Leafield company. And this is CNC machine, CNC metal spinning machine. So this is the Draft Air India Private Limited. This is the operating condition in our Draft Air India Private Limited. It is purely in our India manufacturing company. So this is the comparison. Coming to the comparison, low tooling cost. So already మనం discuss చేసుకున్నాము. So low tooling cost compared to other forming techniques. Conventional spinning also wastes a considerably smaller amount of material than other methods. And the standard method of press forming, the part requires 8 steps as opposed to only 3 steps for spinning. So this is the merits. So here, coming to the merits, provides natural metallurgical benefits with a refined and strengthened grain structure. Cold working of the metal also increases tensile properties appreciably. Unlike a casting, so unlike a casting, a spun part will be discarded by a hidden blowhole or inclusion. A spun shell could be made in halves and welded to form a single unit without complex, expensive tooling. The tooling costs and capital investments are relatively small. The setup time is less. Design changes in the workpiece can be accommodated at relatively low cost. Can be easily automated and is an effectively due to net problem, signal problem, it had been coming back. So sometimes it is happening, right? So design changes in the workpiece can be accommodated at a relatively low cost and can be easily automated and is an effective production method for prototypes as well as high production runs. Since there is no removal of metal by formation of chips, there is no material wastage and the process is economical, right? So this is the demerits. So these are the demerits. So coming to the demerits, requirement of highly trained operators in manual spinning process for the uniformity of the product depends to a large degree on the skill of the operator. Manual metal spinning is usually significantly slower than press forging. Deformation loads allowable are much lower in metal spinning than in press forging. So these are the applications. So the following are the applications of products that can be manufactured by metal spinning. Already నేను చెప్పాను ఇంతకు ముందు అప్లికేషన్స్ అనేవి మీకు ఎలా ఉంటాయంటే ఇలాగా ఇవన్నీ కూడా ఏంటంటే మనకి ఇండస్ట్రియల్ పర్పస్ కి ఎన్ని ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్ రాసినా సరిపోవు. ఇంతకుముందు ఏం చెప్పుకున్నాం, ఫనెల్స్, రాకెట్ మోటార్ కి అంటే టెక్నికల్ టర్మ్స్ యూజ్ చేసి చెప్పాను మీకు నేను. రాకెట్ మోటార్ కేసెస్, రిఫ్లెక్టర్స్ ఇలా చెప్పుకున్నాం. హియర్ దీస్ ఆర్ ద అప్లికేషన్స్, some of the other applications. So starting this one is the kitchenware, right? So these are the vases and ladles and nozzles and these are the orifices, and these are the rings, and these are the domes, and these are the uh, maybe these are the maybe hoppers, right? So, so these are all the different applications we have been taken into consideration for metal spinning. So vases, baskets, basins, and bowls. So, and next one is bottoms for tanks, hoppers, and kettles. Housing for blowers, fans, filters, and flywheels. Ladles, nozzles, orifices, and tank outlets. Cones, covers, and cups, and funnels, cylinders, domes, and drums. Rings, hemispheres, and shells. Vents and ventures, and fan wheels. So, coming to this, we are having so many applications in our metal spinning. So these are about the conclusions. Coming to the conclusion, metal spinning techniques and mechanics have been presented here. Equipment for spinning is based on lathe technology. Wide range of products can be obtained using this technique. Metal spinning is competitive with other forming processes such as pressing and deep drawing. It is an economical technique to produce both simple and complicated parts for single application, low volume production as well as mass production. Process technology, equipment, and tooling for spinning have been discussed. So this is about the metal spinning. Okay, thank you.